It's the Crumb alive!
Mr. Crumb was realized.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live!
3, 2, 1.
We are live. I just realized that I put it up as Pacific Standard Time, Chinese Dental Time, 2:30, and I saw that in the chat, and so oops, I meant Chinese Dental Time, Eastern. And now I'm putting up the call-in link in the description. We're going to do that a little later. Short one today, I'm hoping. Emily, you are here, are you not? Hello?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Today is really, well, I've been doing this, I've done a lot of self-help books, and they've all done the same thing. They've all gotten me really psyched and motivated for about a week, and then it goes to shit. And because I'm always expecting some sort of result, some sort of goal fast to satisfy the reason why I put all this effort into things. But I read this book called Atomic Habits, where the goal is just to be consistent, and that's the goal. So today's stream is just an exercise of being consistent. I'd like to do a Saturday stream every other Saturday. Doesn't matter how good it is. Just kidding. It's going to be a great stream today. Lots to talk about, but I want to keep it pretty loose and check in with the chat, see if anybody has any questions or wants to call. A lot of fun shit going on. What is that blue drink? This is Emily could probably explain it better. It's Windex and what else?
That other blue cleaner for toilets. I just mix it together with water.
Just put on in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It works great.
No.
It's good for the bowels.
Yeah, it's like it detoxifies, and if you have any parasites, it gets rid of them. So no, it's what is it? Skittles, tropical blue something. Those little drink mix thing.
Yeah, but they're not. It's just Skittles by brand. There's no sugar in these things, and
just the flavor.
Just E. coli poop, and that's fine with me.
Yes, an artificial flavor and color to be. I think it's pineapple or something.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. So, thank you for making this for me.
Well, it's a hot day. You have to hydrate. It's like only April, and it's like 84 today, I think. So.
I love it. For anybody who doesn't know, like this is the best time of year for where we're at. I've heard. The bugs are starting to come out, and it is getting more humid. But the winter was just. It wasn't that it was so cold. It only snowed once.
Twice.
And there was a few nights where it was like, holy shit, this is cold. But it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. And it just was like the winter here was all the trees are dead. Just kind of has like a not very I don't know, inspiring view. And that's the only thing I'm used to, like, the same shit all year round. So I don't see the seasons change much. Anyways, good to see you guys. Tony, Karen. Wow. Got to hang out with Karen last night. That was a lot of fun. And Brian Stavely, Ted. I'll be going to see Brian a little later tonight, so that'll be fun. Anyways, I'm gonna try a song out here that's I've been practicing. Something I've been working on, a little tune of mine. It's one of my original songs, but I'm doing them in all acoustic-y so I can not have a band, which is a lot of fun. Ooh. What's up, Stephanie? Good to see you in the house. Is that an American thing? What are you guys talking about? You think the blue drinks are more refreshing?
Yeah,
There's something about
like,
it.
It's the color, you know, it looks like a Caribbean ocean, and not that the ocean would actually be hydrating, but you know what I mean, like the vibe or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, these colors have an effect on us for sure. I mean, we tried something the other day that was marketed as lemon and lime. But when we looked into the ingredients, there was no lemon and or lime. There was just pear and apples. And so then with that juxtaposition, I tasted it and it tasted good. Once I noticed that it was pears and apples, not lemon lime. It's weird how our minds do that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. It does taste like more like pear and apple, but I don't think it tastes good. When I did the review on it on Amazon, and I was like, I think it has the wrong label. It's not right.
We're talking about Steph Curry's drink here.
I don't know what the brand name is, but it's like Gatorade.
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste like it.
I want a blue drink. Yeah, no, it's fun. You know, all these water talks that Emily got into, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a great way to drink water if you don't drink a lot of water. Just make it taste really good. And use sugar substitutes.
I mean, here's the thing. I know that everyone is like, you know, it causes cancer. It's disgusting, this and that. But so is sugar, and it'll just give me diabetes. Everything that you do or don't do is going to kill me. So I'm just going to live my life. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, you know, everything's going to give you cancer. And honestly, if you really look into these things, I can't find much information on like microwaves giving you cancer or, you know, artificial sugar. I mean, sure, you can find PubMeds for anything.
I just feel like, you know, we all have to kind of choose which things like that we pay attention to. And
Right.
I can't pay attention to and avoid and do that with every single thing. And so when it comes to fake sugar, that's one of the things I make a concession on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, it's like if the only deodorant had antiperspirant in it, if there was no other alternative, like a lot of hippies like will pretend like that is the case. They're like, well, I don't put deodorant on because, you know, it'll give me Alzheimer's in 30 years. Oh, there's like a 10% chance I'll get Alzheimer's in 30 years, but it's like there's 100% chance that hippie smells like ass right now. So it's like you got to like make your, you know, well, what's better? Smelling like ass your entire life or a 10% chance of losing your memory when you're already 80 anyway?
I like what Karen said, moderation is key. And I think that's it. Too much of anything will kill you. And the studies that I did see that look, you know, like reputable at all, like said basically you'd have to drink gallons of like Diet Coke a day for it to actually kill you.
Right.
You know, so I feel like if you find a happy medium and you're living a decently healthy life and eating vegetables that have antioxidants that, you know, help take care of the free radicals that would cause it, then I think it evens out. So
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, everything in moderation is okay. Even like if smoking wasn't addicting to make people want to do it like 20 times a day, if you smoked as much as you would like, I don't know, enjoy a night out or like, I don't know, anything that you just do occasionally, it wouldn't be bad. Like if I ate 20 oranges every day, it's probably going to become a problem. Don't you think?
well,
Maybe not
it
oranges.
it might give you a little stomach ache or heartburn. It gets a lot of acid. You know, it
Right.
might like spike your blood sugar a little bit if you didn't eat all the orange and just drank the juice. But that's worst case scenario. It's not as bad. But I think again, going back to moderation and that kind of balance, and that's
Yeah.
all. It's not that complicated, I feel like, you know. And also knowing what works for you. For some people they
Mhm.
can do a little bit, other people they can't. To each his own though.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Well, one of the things I want to address today that's been on my mind is it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. This whole flat Earth community, and I'm glad that you're here, Emily, because you can kind of help me with this. But I'm going to do a little free flow thought right now on this idea of it being a cult, and go from here. So it's easy to label things a cult. We love to do that. You know, we love to like to go to these black and white extremes for some reason. Oh, he's a good person. Oh, he's an asshole. This person's a good truther. Oh, they're a dirtbag, dirtball. Like there's no medium. I see with a lot of leaders in this community. I don't know about leaders, but just outspoken ones. So I don't know what that's all about, but I will say this. I like Insane Clown Posse. I like them. I'm not a juggalo though. And like with any point of interest, you're going to have a communal bunch of people who have that shared interest to a certain extent, and they're going to form a community. Whether your interest is flat earth or being into a band, being in a fan club, being into plants, being into cooking, there is going to be a community all geared around a niche. Doesn't make it a cult at all. Flat earth. Okay, so I got this idea because I was out in Shelby at a social club or a bar last week talking with a gentleman about my age. He's a magician. He's from England. And I mentioned I'm a flat earther, and he said, "Hey, I'm a flat earther too." So then I brought up some of the stuff that I've been hearing recently going on, and he didn't hear about any of this shit. He doesn't know all these people. He doesn't know Mark Sargent. He doesn't know Jaron. He doesn't know everybody. He doesn't know anything about the final experiment. He knew a lot of stuff about flat earth, but he didn't follow it to that. He just had an interest in flat earth. So this idea is like, oh, it's a cult. Well, it's not a cult to him. It was just a point of interest. Flat earth being a cult. No. No, that was true. He would have definitely known what was going on. So it's not a cult. Flat earth, it's a concept, it's an idea. Some people embrace it moderately, in moderation, and some people embrace it a little bit more if it resonates, strongly. It resonates strongly with me, so I gravitated towards the community aspect of it, as I'm sure a lot of other people have too. Now, calling it a cult that's like saying every fan club, every point of interest, any niche interest is a cult. So let's look at it like this. The final experiment. Okay. Now, some might argue that this final experiment proved flat earth fake or wrong. Some argue that you don't, but it didn't. So I would like to make the analogy of, say, Milli Vanilli's fan club, right? Say before Milli Vanilli got found out for lip singing, they obviously, I'm sure, had a fan club, and they probably still do, but they probably had a fan club. And then when they got discovered that they were lip syncing and that all happened, I'm sure a lot of people in the fan club were like either in denial or wanting to see more proof or something. And the ones that were in the fan club that did accept it, if they were like, oh, if you don't understand, if you're going to be a fan of these guys after seeing this, then that means you're in a cult. So all of a sudden, because this band was lip singing, their specific fan club is a cult, where every other band, where they're not lip singing, is just a fan club. It's just a point of interest that makes a community. A cult is when one person has all the power and everybody honors this one person as a leader. That's a completely different thing. Now, are there culty things that happen in communities? Sure, there are some like carryovers. But this idea that it's a cult, that you need to like leave and that you're switching because of this, it's so annoying. I got an email or I got a message the other day on Telegram saying that I'm on some list of people who flipped, and he's like some like Wikipedia flurf thing, and it said flipped because of TFE. I don't know where this came from, just because of. I told Jaron once that I liked what he was doing, that he was being honest, and he was exposing the culty parts of it. But I'm realizing that it was just that I was referring to the people that were like making vape gate claims and calling him, saying that he went to a studio. I thought that was insane. So that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about everything. And I don't like being represented on that. I don't like being told that I've flipped, having people call me asking me, I heard that you flipped on an ideology, on a point of interest. I still have this point of interest. Anyways, it's really frustrating. It's stupid. I don't like where it's going at all. But I still am very interested in where like this where the flat earth movement has taken me, has expanded my mind, allowed me to see things, have discernment. Is like seeing NASA for what it is, seeing a lot of lies, realizing that every proof that people like tout like so proudly can easily be debunked. And there's just this annoying hubris of people thinking that it's so stupid to question flat earth is the biggest problem I've had. Because they'll say things like, well, the boats go over the horizon when you can easily prove that's wrong. Or Eratosthenes. All these reasons why people think it's a ball are wrong. So that's hilarious to me. That's it. You know? It's funny to me, but I'd like to understand what this world is, but just like religion, I'm not in any hurry to say what it is. And I haven't when I wasn't really before. So anyways, Mark said he got that from Duffy. I never talked to Duffy. I haven't talked to Duffy since that golden ticket thing. Why would he say that? Is he watching my channel? He doesn't watch my shit. Anyways, what do you guys think about that? I just don't see. I just think calling it a cult is just an extreme. It's just extreme. It just doesn't need to be. It's extreme. Like we all are here because of a specific interest, and it's very normal and healthy to want to seek out other people who have been on a similar journey and mindset. You know. Let's see what we got here. I wish everyone would just chill out. I agree. I'm sorry, I just don't respect a lot of the things that's going on everyone's side. I don't respect just swimming and just marinating in the low vibes. I would never have a segment on my show just saying this person is the shittiest person, especially somebody who I've had a long time, done a lot of good things with. I don't like it. I don't like being told that like my beliefs, and people like using that as for any reason, like, oh, Crumb thinks this, or he thinks that. Like, who gives a shit what I think? What I think has nothing to do with what is. I just like to think. Mark Sedgwick keeps saying I flipped to the globe. When? Why would he say that? I mean, I like Mark, so I'm not mad at him, but like, oh, I see him going back. So when it's Duffy, huh? I wonder where he got that from. Maybe from Jaren told him that. Maybe Jaren got that impression. Dave Sims, I love what you were saying, Crumb. It's what I've been saying the last 8 years. That's why I never put myself in any group. Why Jaren has to jump into a definitive position is ridiculous to me. Well, he's working through it. He uses the public. He's got he seems to have a hard time having a boundary between personal and professional life. I've noticed, and it makes for good, gossipy listening stuff. It's interesting, but personally, I feel that that you gotta have you don't want to just like go through all your emotions publicly live and just project all your issues as you're going through it and just document it. You want to take some time. You want to stop. When you're this emotionally ridden, the last thing you want to do is say something you can't take back. Like, sit down, go into a room by yourself, figure out your thoughts, calm the fuck down. It would be my suggestion. But one thing I have noticed as a trend in the flat Earth community, and I see in myself, is that there is not a lot of that. We can be very emotional and let our minds go there. Hey, what's up, Liz? Good to see you. And Sue. Sometimes random people just say stuff and others run with it and don't check. See, that's where I feel like it's more culty, is like, I think it's more of a cult to follow one channel and one person's ideology and then just be flying monkeys for whatever they're doing is way more of a cult than like an idea or like a point of interest like flat Earth, because if it's one channel and one guy, like I think like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, Owen Benjamin, that's a little more culty than flat Earth because there is a clear and obvious leader here and people that are following him that will do what he says. Flat Earth, I do not see that at all. It's not cult. It's just an interest. And there's a community of people that have an interest and they found each other. That's it. Fucking it. Who's leaving the cult? They're stuck in the cult. What? I'm not stuck in anything. You guys, like, no one showed up at my house like threatening to like kill me or even make any threats at all. It's been very friendly people being friendly. People just get culty. It's natural in this internet stuff. 100%. One thing flat earthers do is they forget to, I said do. They forget, they try to act like they're above all these things that make us humans sometimes. Like we act like we're not, that we don't fall for things like that make us human or don't desire the same things. Like we don't, but we all need to have some sort of community in our lives. We all need to make money. We all need to have a sense of validation from our peers. We all need all the same things that all humans need. Just because we point things out and see things for what they are doesn't make us above it. It just makes us aware of it. So anyways, that was a thought I've had all week on what's going on. That's my rant for the week. And I was just thinking like juggalos are the extreme version of internet. I mean, of Insane Clown Posse fans, right? I like Insane Clown Posse, not a juggalo. I might be into Flat Earth to Insane Clown Posse. I might be a juggalo in an analogy to Flat Earth, probably, as were all some of you. But that doesn't make it a cult. It just makes it a point of interest. So. I got my piano set up. Darling, are you there? Are you listening?
Yes, I'm here.
I know you have something to say. What do you think about those thoughts?
Well, I didn't know that was what we were talking about today, and that is like 3,000 things to respond to.
Right.
But I liked your analogy with ICP and juggalos, and I think that there is an agenda to, I think that it's affecting people and they feel like anything that they do or believe in that they have to like attach to their identity. And that's why I think people are so polarized and black and white and reactive, because if something is really strongly attached to your sense of identity, like for instance, being the extreme version of an ICP fan, a juggalo, then you're way more likely to react when things happen. And I think that point specifically was really well put in a good analogy for it.
Yeah, sure. If there was something that happened to them, like one of them like did something that was morally wrong and made the juggalos be like divided on whether or not they're into them, it would cause, it would be weird. It would take some time, and there would be a lot of issues that would come up. Still, it's not a cult. It's not the same thing. Look at my hair. What the hell is my hair?
Asking me to respond to that part,
my hair looks terrible here. What is going on? I'm having a bad hair day. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you're asking me specifically to respond to that part, I think that word being used was what I saw, at least, was being used in a different way than what you're referring to. So I think there's a little bit of difference there, but otherwise I agree with you. You know, like as far as like I said, like the definition, etc.
Right.
It was
Well, there's going to be some takeovers.
it was some of the things that were happening afterwards, and some of those things I don't think are probably happening now, and things are working themselves out. And like you said, there are certain behaviors in every group, and like other people in the chat mentioned, but just because you have certain behaviors or there are certain dynamics, it doesn't equal something else. Just like you can have features of a disease or a disorder without having it, you know? So I think it's a lot more complicated and nuanced than that. But even like the whole like checking to see who's in, who's out, who's doing this, the observation, I think, was what a lot of people were referring to when using that word. That specifically does feel that way and makes people feel like they, you know, potentially can't speak out about how they feel. And I think that was what a lot of the comments have been in reference to. Yeah,
no, you're right. Absolutely. But it's not like it's, you know, there's so many flat earthers that have no idea about the final experiment. They have no idea. So, you know, so when they're saying flat earthers that switch, they're only referring to the people that are in the know of what's been going on, which is a very small subset of flat earthers. To assume that, you know, it's just that there's so many more flat earthers that aren't in this little community, this tiny community. There's probably other communities that are, you know, in other countries and stuff. Like, I don't know. I haven't really looked.
Also, I feel like even like a step, like umbrella above that or whatever, like, I don't feel like it's necessarily fair to expect everybody to just go on evidence from somebody else. Like, if you didn't go there personally and you haven't seen it, even if you do know about it, I feel like I don't expect people to believe, you know, second, third hand evidence. So I feel like it's also, the whole thing is just so complicated and nuanced, and nobody, I feel like, should be speaking for what other people should be doing. And like a lot of people said in the chat, like, what was that?
I'm putting some elevator music back on.
For some reason that was your phone ringing or something. But I feel like the whole thing is like, you know, everybody, I've heard unkind things from everybody, and I wish everybody would just be chill and we could have a good time and believe differently and be okay with that.
Well, it would be nice, but also we have the power to, you know, choose where our attention goes individually, and you know, at the end of the day, we choose what we're gonna have, what to give a fuck about. If we wake up with so many fucks, how many fucks given?
Of course, I was just saying, you know, in an ideal world, I wish that, you know, things are different, but this is where we are, and I feel like, you know, something we've actually talked about recently a lot is, you know, accepting where you are to do something different about it. And this is just where we are. And that's the reality of it. And the good thing is, you know, I know so many people in the flat earth community, and I believe that we'll figure it out and work through it, and everybody will. I think even, you know, the people who, you know, like Jaren, et cetera, who are very publicly working through things, are also working through it. You know, I think everybody will eventually.
Yeah.
But this is something also which shakes you to your core. It's not like a little thing, so it's big.
Yeah. No, it's a big deal, and
People act like everyone should just get over it, or that it's not, or like it doesn't make sense that people are emotional. It doesn't make sense that people are being assholes, but it makes total sense to me that it's an emotional, reactive thing, you know? It's huge.
Well, also, like, let's just say that, you know, from Jared's perspective, he's saying, I saw the sun. I saw the sun.
The base. I know. I was just saying that.
And it ruined all the fun. I saw the sun. Somebody sent me that. They need to make a parody of that. But say if that's the case, I look at it like, okay, Cosby, right? Cosby was bad. Bill Cosby was bad. He raped girls. He did.
He raped and drugged people, yes.
He raped and raped girls. Yes. Now, after he raped and drugged these girls, the only people that were 100% sure that he was a rapist was the girls that he raped and drugged. And I'm sure they told other people. It took years and years for everybody to get on board with that because they weren't there. And the idea of seeing Bill Cosby as a rapist and person who drugs girls is really tough unless you're there, right?
Well, it's a strong juxtaposition to him being like this family dad type character that he does Jell-O pudding. He seems like the ultimate harmless person that's hard to believe.
Right. So it's one of those situations where it would be hard for anybody to like accept blindly unless they were there and they knew him personally. They would have to be like, I don't know. I can't hop on I think Bill Cosby is a rapist. There'd have to be a lot of
evidence.
There'd be some time, evidence, something, right?
Something.
So, right. So, same thing with what's gone on in Antarctica. Like, okay, so you saw the sun, but I didn't. And so it's like, oh, you got raped by Bill Cosby? Well, I didn't.
I feel like this is not the best.
Not a good analogy?
No. I mean, like, something else maybe, but I feel like this is a totally different thing that I'm having trouble drawing a comparison because one is like a heinous, terrible, traumatizing thing, and the other one is just Jaren seeing the sun and having a breakdown.
Right.
No offense, Jaren, if you're hearing this, don't come for me.
You know, you're right. It's not as good as my Juggalo analogy, but
I understand what you're saying, and we talked about this before it happened. Like, unfortunately, this is what my feeling was, and this is just me personally. It's cool if Jaren's going, but like, unless I see it, how am I going to know 100%? That's the kind of skeptic mind that a lot of us have. Like, it's hard to believe that.
Yeah, and to shame people to like not accept word for it. Like this is the last community to expect that. So
I feel like it's weird to me how it's gone, but at the same time I guess it makes complete sense at the same time somehow.
Right. Now I will say though, like I think it's just bad circumstances because the way this community, not this community, but just a lot of flat earthers, their response to the initial evidence I thought was extremely disrespectful. And so I feel like because of that, it gravitated towards where we're at now. And I get it. So I get it. Like why somebody would go there and then be told that they went to a fucking studio and that they're a liar. Like I would probably throw everybody even close to the flat earth camp all in the same place and just pigeonhole them all as one ideology that's just lost. But like but I don't know. Karen says she's hoping she gets some subs from that stream. That's funny. Karen is the dirt ball of the week. You know, it's starting to get like, I don't know. I don't get it. Every time I see Jaren doing this stuff, he's like, I'm not going to talk about flat earth anymore. And he said last week he's not going to do any more dirtball stuff. And I could just see that he's just spiraling downward. He like the best thing for him to do right now is nothing. And I don't think he can do it. It's a lot of work to do stuff. It's so easy to do nothing.
New tip from Ted Sommer. Hope this helps 52.
Holy shit. You made my goal. Oh, I forgot to say anything. Thank you, Ted. made my goal for the day. I have to go to the DMV this week, and I decided that I would make my goal. Do a goal every time I stream around the $50 range, and I appreciate it, Ted. Thank you very much. Because of you, I will have funded my new driver's license. Thank you.
Ooh,
How nice is that? Thanks, Ted.
awesome.
Wow. All right. I forgot to mention that too, that I was doing this goal. I decided that, any kind of effort is value, and I would like to, have a goal per stream. Doesn't need to be a lot, but something like a phone bill or something, just so you know how specifically what to spend money on. Because I don't spend money on a lot, but necessary things. So that's very cool. Thank you, Ted. You are the man. Appreciate it. Oh, what up, Green Chili Bear? Much love to you. Mm-hmm.
Can I just touch on something that you said?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think what you said, about what he's doing and saying, and and you made a good point, like how some of the people reacted at first and his reaction, and I do agree to some degree, like like everybody's, your emotions are valid, but I don't think it's valid to like drag people and have like dirt bag of the week and stuff like that, especially after you're like, I'm done with flat earth and I'm gonna move on and stuff, and then to immediately like do that, like you're entitled to your feelings, your emotion, to process them, all of that, but like it's not publicly like that. Like that's too much. That's too far.
Well, yeah, I agree, but I also look at it from his perspective as a friend. Like, I just think that's not going to be good for him in the long run. I like Jaren, but I also know that you reap what you sow, and you, in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. And if you're doing stuff like this, like Dirtball of the Week, if you're purposely choosing all this negative energy, then negative energy is going to come at you. It's just the rule of life.
Karma is real.
Yeah. Now, whether or not like someone's a dirtball, like should be or not, I don't think so. But it's just okay. What does that prove? You're proving someone is a dirtball or did something. You're dwelling in negative shit, and at a time when that's the last thing you need. And I don't know. Now that I would have just made Dr. Fauci my, dirtball of the week for 4 years. That's it. Everybody else is fine. Just that fucking Fauci asshole.
Someone said in the comments, imagine how he feels being attacked from the people he thought would support his journey for truth. And I do, and I can, and I do empathize with him because, that would suck. I can't put myself in his shoes, and that's why I feel like his feelings are justified. That's exactly what I was referring to. Like of course his feelings are justified and valid, but it's about like what you do with that and how you project your energy into the world. And like you said, I think like dwelling in that kind of negative energy is gonna lead you down a dark road if you do it very long, especially publicly like that. Yeah, no, it's not good. For people to be doing these things, like publicly exposing him and sending these things, I'm like, well, it's the karma,
Right. I don't think it is karma.
Karen says he's becoming nasty, though, and I do agree. That's why I'm saying it's beyond the point of no return. This is a dark road if you're gonna get like this dirty, nasty, naming people and doing it this way, and more than just a casual throwing out names way. Like this is a dark road that he's choosing, and that's something else. Yeah,
and getting nasty, whether you feel morally justified or not, you're going to invite nasty vibes.
Exactly.
And it's just the way it is. And so, you can. I think he was upset because someone he considered a friend sent something, but that same friend he would call a dirtball, like a month ago. So, it's not. I don't have any faith in humans once they get triggered to be moral. I feel like there's only so much you can do until you hit a line where if you get offended or if somebody pisses you off, we become unpredictable and not empathetic of people once we get triggered. Once something happens to me and all I can think about is me, it's hard for me to imagine how I come off until I'm done and I've blown off my steam and I realize, oh shit, I was out of control. But when it's just, I just don't know what you expect when you are actively being, throwing out shit vibes.
I think he's just kind of stuck in an emotionally reactive state, like you said, and you're right. You can't reach your logic center or your empathy center, and you're thinking about in that moment what would make you feel better, the thing that would fix the situation to make you win. And I think he's kind of stuck in that mode. Yeah. But he needs, think if I put myself in his shoes, he needs a win. Like, there's a lot of things that doesn't seem like are going very well. So I get why he's kind of fighting reality. I do get that.
Yeah.
I genuinely wish him the best. Like, if he somehow hears this, I genuinely do. I'm not trying to shit talk in any way, shape, or form. If anything, I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too. I don't dislike the guy. I feel bad for what he's going through. I really do. I honestly do. I mean, I feel like he didn't have to go down there. He didn't have to take all this on. It's just very strange. But I don't support a lot of the things that he's doing now. I don't condone it. I can tell it just is what it is, and I do wish him the best. I hope if he does listen to this and does want my advice would be to just take a break. Yeah. Take a break for a little bit. Just take a break.
Yeah, zoom out.
Focus on your mental health a little bit. Don't focus on things that really matter in your immediate personal life. And then once you have that figured out, come back and do something that fulfills you, something that, inspires you, whether it's a new pursuit or, talking about the globe stuff, whatever. Hey, Mojo's here. What up, dude?
No, I agree with you though. And if you're gonna make a statement and say that you're done doing something, you need to stick with your word if you ever want people to trust or respect you again. If you say you're done and then shit talk even harder, also, how are people ever gonna take you seriously again? If he goes too far down this path, he's just in my opinion, I think it's gonna be hard. I don't know.
I also think that because he's proving himself to be so reactive, he's inviting the more and more negative people. He's a narcissist's dream, right now,
yeah,
to get attention.
He's feeding everybody everything that they're asking for.
Yeah.
You just keep putting it in their hands, spoon feeding them,
Right. All these people that feel empty inside, they need to have that fulfilled outside of themselves. They see someone like Jaren, they're like, oh man, if I say this, he'll react and give me all this energy. Fantastic. And so eventually that's all you're going to have are these fake people, these energy vampires around him. If he's proven himself to be like that. I don't know.
If you've been in the chat, you can see they're full feeding. So I don't know.
Yeah. Laurie's in the Laurie's
Hi,
here.
Laurie.
Hey, Laurie. Oh, how you doing? By the way, guys, this is a call-in show. I'll put the link again if anybody wants to call in here. I know we don't all have to do the calls, but I'm going to get a second line and actually have phone numbers like Karen does, because instead of having faces and people calling in with their cams, I like it better just having it like audio. I think it's less intimidating too. It's good to see you, Larry. If anybody want to call in and talk about any of the stuff that's going on, I didn't watch. I actually haven't been following a lot. I don't follow a lot of these things going on. Mainly because I had personal issues at the beginning of the year, and I don't really want to. I like Larry's streams. I like Karen's streams. It's kind of it. Right now.
I pop in and out because I'm a Gemini and I like to know what's going on, but A lot
Yeah, I
of
know.
content. I don't watch anymore either. It's not watchable.
This is Dave. Which Dave is this? It's just Dave? What
What?
Dave is that?
Oh, I can't say it.
Mr. Diddy
Dave
says,
in the
why would
chat.
you continue to waste any more of your life on something you supposedly wasted 10 years on already? It's a good point. On to the next truth, not full attack mode. Rise above despite gravity, base blues. Smiling, yeah. No, there's a lot more than meets the under the surface about what's going on right now. And all right, Liz is getting ice cream. What flavor did you get, Liz? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Emily?
Me?
Yeah.
On-
Are you Rocky Road? Was that you?
I do like Rocky Road, but it's not my favorite. It depends on my mood. There are times, where I want chocolate ice cream because I'm in a chocolate mood, and there's other times where like I want something more refreshing and not like that feels too heavy, and I'll want strawberry. I also like vanilla. I like all the flavors.
I like vanilla too. It's underrated. Vanilla, I want to get one vanilla bean. Apparently, those things are really potent.
Can we grow vanilla, I wonder? Maybe I'll just grow. That's my new solution for everything is I'm just going to figure out how to grow it. Like I'm growing another moringa tree. I'll figure out how to grow it somehow, maybe.
I mean, that would save me. That'd be a lot nicer than having to cut open all these beavers' buttholes just so I can get vanilla flavoring.
Yeah, I don't want that one. Let's.
I don't know
find a
why
way
that's
around
like.
that.
I don't know how that's an easier and better solution to just getting some vanilla, but apparently it is. If you guys didn't know this, artificial vanilla is made from beavers' buttholes.
Here's what I don't understand: is how did they find that out? Who was licking beavers' buttholes? Like, and figured out, oh, you know what, guys, this tastes like vanilla kind of. Let's put it in our ice cream. Grab these beavers' buttholes and take them home with it. It's like, who did that? How did we find out?
I don't know. Can you look that up? Maybe. Actually, I feel like that's worth knowing. Is there anybody we can Google? I'm really curious to know how they discovered that.
Vanilla beaver butthole. Oh, that is not what I thought. Don't use that search.
Don't
without
Google
search
that.
on. Vanilla beaver butthole will not get you what you think.
All right, type in blue waffle beaver butthole. Just kidding.
It says that they don't use it anymore. Thank God. I guess they used to. It was called castoreum, but now they use something else.
Now they
which
use
is
like
produced through chemical synthesis.
they use
Oh
squirrel
my God! But
buttholes.
here's the thing: they still use castoreum, but they just use it for perfume and cosmetics. So you can spray the beaver's assholes on your face and body.
But is there any story? Is there any
I haven't gotten
origin?
that before.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Castoreum. Okay, got it. I need to know.
Laurie says I should stream for like 8 or 10 hours to make up for the last time. I wish I could, but I'm going to go see a Van Halen tribute band with Stavely and Dean F tonight, and it's like an hour away. So I gotta like end this around 4:30 ish.
Okay, so raspberry also comes from it. They found out because they use it in part to like mark their territory, like cats or like dogs do. Like apparently they squirt it out their buttholes so loud you can hear it.
So someone was like, "This kind of smells good" whenever they get triggered, and then that's how they got the idea.
Right, they heard it squirt out its butthole and they were like, wow, it smells like raspberries and vanilla. Let's eat it. Oh my God, they used to use it for toothaches, earaches. Oh my God, inducing sleep or preventing sleep, but also strengthening your brain. So who knows what it does?
Okay, now I want beaver butthole juice. Now it sold me. Somehow.
Oh, it apparently it does treat headaches because it has salicylic acid, which is the main ingredient in like aspirin. So it does help. It is a medicinal butthole, and now we all know.
All right. Well, never mind, guys. Now I'm on the team. I'm on the pro team of the beaver buttholes.
I've also
Apparently
taken
it's-
it all back.
Yeah. Well, now we know. You see?
Huh. We should get a beaver. I don't need to grow a vanilla tree. I just need to farm beavers.
We're just gonna farm beavers' buttholes. We got
Karen
the best
is-
beaver buttholes around.
Karen, is it alright if I dig a lake and have beavers? I'd have to do that.
Does it have any relation to castor oil?
I think that comes from beans, doesn't
No, that comes from
castor oil?
that comes from ricin, doesn't it? It comes from castor oil is
Yeah, castor beans from the Ricinus communis. You're right.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's not like poisonous, right? Ricin?
That's where ricin comes from.
Ugh. Okay.
From the castor bean. It's I think so.
Huh.
So,
We're
yeah, there's
learning
nothing-
so much today. I didn't know
This
that
is-
we were gonna do
I don't know, this is nice.
learning. Oh.
There are beavers in Cammy's River. Well, what do their buttholes smell like?
Is it all? Can we go? Are they nearby? Will they let you check them? Looking.
Next time I go over there, I'm gonna have to spend a couple hours checking out their buttholes.
I want to go to the river anyways. It's getting hot enough. I want to sit with my feet in it, and drink some sweet tea. I feel like then it'll really feel like the South,
Right.
the full experience.
It changes background music. I got this one. I like the
It's
elevator.
really, yeah. Oh, I like the elevator one too. It's a lot more chiller. What is this?
This is the elevator, just a little bit farther along. Like jazz. You don't like jazz.
This sounds more like the lobby at the hotel,
Mm,
and this sounds like the bar.
all right. So nobody wants to call in on this wonderful stream? Nobody? Not one person wants to talk to me? Well, that's fine.
I'm
It's like
talking to you.
I know
I'll
you're
talk
talking-
to you until somebody
know.
else does.
Well, I appreciate that. Anybody want to talk to either of us? Microdose that shit?
Which
Dude,
stuff? Wait, the butthole
That's what
stuff?
Queen Jilly Bear. I've been microdosing beaver buttholes my whole life.
Wow.
Liz says she's looking forward to seeing the fireflies. When do we get to see those?
I think summertime. I haven't seen them yet. When do
Mm,
they come out? When do they hatch?
I don't know.
It says late May to mid-June for North Carolina. Is that
Uh.
true?
Wait, what? Say that one more time?
It said late May to mid-June
Mm,
in North Carolina is what
cool.
this website said.
Excellent.
I need a North Carolina native to verify, so.
Well, we got Zach. Good times for all. You never get to see the beavers. Only good to see you, by the way. Only the trees they bite down. You guys can come over anytime. All right.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Zach. I don't know everybody's usernames, and then I'm
I know.
like,
It took me. I didn't know that either for the longest time. I know.
What? I feel bad. Okay. Yeah, we should
I
do
know.
plant swap because I know you're into plants.
I'm into it.
I'm starting a whole bunch of seeds. Oh right, they don't have lightning bugs in California. I just
They
realized
don't. What are?
we
I never heard of
saw
them.
them.
Yeah, this is what Sue is saying. I miss lightning bugs. Don't have them. What the hell are lightning bugs?
Wait,
Never
you don't
heard of
know what
that.
they are?
Never even heard of them. Never heard of them.
Wait, I grew up with them in Ohio. I was born in Pennsylvania, raised in Ohio. We always had them, and you'll get to see them this year for the first time. Oh, that's so cute.
Lightning bugs?
I guess I lived in LA and I didn't notice somehow for like 14 years that we just didn't have them.
Right.
Well,
There's a lot of bugs. To be fair, though, there's like at least 100 bugs here that I've never seen before that are terrifying.
that's true. But these ones aren't terrifying. They're really cute, and they just fly around and they light up. And we used to put them in jars as kid, and you have to remember to poke holes in the lid so they don't die. And then they're like a little night light in your room, and it's really cute.
Aw.
Like they literally light up.
South Carolina verified regarding the fireflies. Thank you, Joanna.
That would be like so magical to see for the first time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Dean say, "What up, Crumb? I feel you in on the lightning bugs tonight." Okay, sweet. Yeah, I get to see Dean tonight. We're gonna party. Go see Van Halen tribute band. He's gonna bring me a lightning bug. That sounds tight.
I don't think that they're out yet, but he can fill you in late.
Oh, just give me the 411 on the deal. Fill me in.
It's
I got you.
Weird. I wonder how they actually like light up and blink. And like if you get the yellow stuff, like where they light up on you, it like glows. I remember. It's kind of I would have to look. I don't understand how that works.
I don't know. I think that's awesome. I just want to have beavers and lightning bugs just everywhere. Just raspberry vanilla smelling lightning everywhere. Yeah.
You're gonna have a cute summer.
Mm-hmm. As kids, we used to smear the butt juice on our shoes at night. Oh, what? So like the juice of the bug?
That's the part that lights up on its butt. If you like smash that part and get it on you, it like keeps glowing. So like he was saying, like if you rub it on something, then it like glows. And that's why I'm like, well, I never thought about how does it glow? Now I need to know how do they glow like that? Because it does spread.
Oh my God.
You're gonna be like, it's gonna be so fun to see you experience them for the first time. They look like little fairies. They're so cute. They're like
so you can just smash them and then become like glow and just glow?
Yeah, like their ass part that lights up, it will keep glowing even after you remove it from their body.
For how long?
I don't torture them. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been too long since I smashed lightning bugs, thank goodness.
Does that have to be the dark? I mean, it has to be like dark, like glow in the dark stuff. Is that where glow in the dark
No,
stuff
they actually
comes from?
do light up though. You just can't see it as well if they come out during the day, but it lights up either way. And they
like electricity?
No, it's more like phosphorescence. If I had to make it, I'm just gonna look it up. It's like more like phosphorescence.
Excellent.
How do lightning bugs work?
We are learning so much today.
Oh, I was close. It's bioluminescence. It's the compound luciferin reacting with oxygen and ATP in specialized cells on their abdomens, and then it makes light.
Luciferase, yeah, that stuff was in the vaccine.
Luciferin. But yeah, and luciferase is the enzyme, and it combines and makes light. I guess it's to attract their mates so they can see each other.
It's fascinating.
Oh, and different species have different flashing patterns. That's so cute.
So the beavers have like great smelling buttholes to attract people, or
no, to mark their territory.
Mark their territory.
Yeah, they spray out those.
They really should have come up with a not vanilla and raspberry. I mean, what are they thinking?
Maybe beavers hate that. So they did it because
true.
other beavers will be like put off by that. But they didn't know that humans would be like, oh, delicious.
That's true.
Because to them, maybe like, it's like, we hate the smell of, say, like poop. We're not going to go somewhere that smells like poop. Maybe vanilla and
flies
raspberry.
love it. Flies love it.
Maybe it's like opposite world. And to them, vanilla and raspberries, which to us smells like, Bath and Body Works spray. They're like, God, I'm going to get out of here.
Weird. It's weird.
I mean, they're beavers.
Cammy's in the house. What up, Cammy? We're gonna come visit and check out those beavers in your backyard one of these days. That's the plan. Oh, hey, remember that record store that we went to?
Oh, yeah.
When we all drove, you, me, Cammy, and Karen, we went to like the gem thing. There was like a record store in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
I found
Salty's
it.
Jukebox.
Salty's, yeah. And they do like open mics on Saturdays sometimes, and they're kind of it's kind of cool. I saw them. Yeah, I've been meaning to go out there.
I want to go.
Yeah, I want to go too.
It looks so cute.
Jason, have you seen the stink bugs? Only when only every second of being out here, it's just stink bug, and they smell like cucumbers. They're not that stinky.
The ones at our house smell like cucumbers, but like also bad. I don't know. Like they're not as bad as some of the ones I've smelled before, but they are constantly everywhere, and they're in my car somehow even, and I can't get them out.
Yeah, they won't let go of the window. They'll just, if I go down, they're like, nah, I'm staying, and then they're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
They just like hold on. They have these little like really grippy hands. Like they're so strong. I just started vacuuming them up, but then the air that comes out of the vacuum stinks like stink bugs. So then your house still smells bad, and I realize it doesn't work anymore.
I just don't want to see any potato bugs. Those things freak me out.
Oh, the ones those mole cricket things is the other name. I'm familiar with them. They are gross. I mean, they probably have them here. They got all kinds of interesting bugs in North Carolina. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see if they have them here.
Don't smash a stink bug. Yeah, you're not supposed to smash them because then they stink.
Right, that's why I vacuumed it up, and it then
Right.
made all the air then just smell like it that came out of the vacuum. So it did not work. It does look like we might have them. It looks like South Carolina is really as north as they are over here, but some of these
Wow, we're right there though.
do show it on the edge, so you may see them. Oh no, wait, there's a northern mole cricket, so you might see those or southern mole crickets. You actually are in the overlap area. Congratulations.
Cammy says that they could ruin vacuum cleaners, so be careful.
Oh, really?
Well, we have like ours is a dust buster, that not so much a vacuum cleaner.
I use both of them. I use my
Ooh.
my one that's like the battery one and the dust buster one. I've done both of them. Wait, stink bug wands. I have 2 stink bug wands. It's a thing.
It's a thing, huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. Can you put that on our list? Stink bug wands.
Oh, they're like a tube that just traps it. Oh, it's like a vacuum but with a tube or something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna look into this. I hate them.
How fun. All right, good to know. You know, yeah, because there needed to be a solution to our stink bug issues. And they're starting to just show up everywhere. Like
They're sneaky.
every day now, I feel like I see a new species of bugs that are just popped up into our environment. And there was this one I saw today. It looked like a caterpillar, only bigger and black and scarier.
Was it the fuzzy one?
I think it was a little fuzzy, yeah. But it
There's
was black.
the woolly bears are out right now.
Woolly bears?
They're called woolly
What the hell is
bears.
that?
And they're like brown and black. And they're
Yeah.
really fuzzy. Yeah, woolly bears is a kind
What's
of
up with all
caterpillar.
these bugs up in this place?
There's a lot.
God, I had no idea.
Yeah, they turn into this brown moth, but like also the color on them will determine something about the weather. There's like a whole thing where like if they have more orange, then there's like a colder winter or something, and if they're more black, then there's like it's going to be warmer or something. Like they literally
This is like the groundhog
yeah
kind of prognostication. Sure.
They always told us that growing up, like they can predict, they'll tell you how cold or hot the winter is going to be. I think those
That'd be
ones are
funny.
really cute.
If the beaver's butthole smells exactly like vanilla, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter.
And if it
I
smells
mean-
like raspberry, it's almost spring.
It's 6 of spring. It's science.
Who? I just need to know who the first person was that discovered that, because that's a pervert. It is. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. Actually, you're making it sound like they just do this spray. It's like discovering.
Oh, right. You're right. Someone could have just smelled it on a bush.
I mean, yeah. Like, who discovered that skunk's ass smells like weed? I mean, they didn't have to get up in it. You know, so
No, but whoever decided to just start collecting it and profiting off of it, I'm sorry, that's a little bit gross though. Like, but I am glad that now we have vanillin. There's another way.
I just think it's odd that like just growing vanilla beans is like somehow more expensive or more like work induced than getting than extracting glands from a beaver's butthole.
It's really hard. It's a vanilla. It's an orchid, and I guess it looks like it's really hard. Like orchids are super hard to grow.
Yeah, I know, but like, how hard is it to get a bunch of beavers and get them, let you get the glands out of their buttholes? I mean,
that takes like 2 seconds to squirt a butthole, but to grow a vanilla orchid, it takes over 9 months to like mature and cure it and do all of that. So I guess it is super.
Yeah, but I mean, how many beavers are just? Well, one beaver. Okay, could one beaver's butthole can that supply how much vanilla compared to like one plant? I mean, it must be just overwhelming how potent those. I could hear you typing. I love that you're asking this. Yeah, I have to know.
Well, I mean, you can just keep making it squirt out its butthole. It's like it's an unlimited supply versus like once you harvest the vanilla, you got to keep planting. Like you have to stagger plant the vanilla to keep harvesting it. It looks like.
Oh, but so they don't just kill it. I thought they were just. I see what's going on.
No, they're just gonna squirt that out anyway. It looks like.
Oh, I see. You know? So it's like having a cow make milk.
I think they could just do that. I mean, they probably do. I'm guessing they probably do just kill them. Like, let's be honest. I doubt they're gonna do that. It's probably easier just to take the whole thing out. But who knows? I like to imagine that they're treated well. If they're gonna
think about what's this process? Is there like a house? Or is there like a building out there with a bunch of beavers all like tied up and with their butts out, and they're just and like a glass behind it, and they're just.
Well, here's what I was thinking. What if you keep them like in basically the equivalent of like a big bathtub, and then just make them mad all the time so they react, and then they'll want to spray, and then it just like drains down or something. Maybe they could collect it, or put a little pouch over the gland to collect it. You know.
So somewhere right now, some human being is trying to piss off a beaver just to get the vanilla raspberry scent out of its butt. Somewhere right now, they're like doing some sort of tactic to make this beaver mad so this stuff comes out of it. That's so weird.
Maybe.
What a weird world we live. There has to be. There gotta be one person.
So, but I mean, now they do it looks like a different way, but they must have done that for a long time before, you know, they had the ability to like reproduce chemically. So I don't know.
Interesting. Green Chili Bear says it was probably the Indian man. Probably. Just getting some beaver squeezins.
Wow, that sounds like a band or something. I'm gonna go see the Beaver Squeezins. And they're from like LA or something, and I get to see them.
Beaver Squeezins.
They're like a punk band or something.
Yeah.
Maybe girls.
Oh, for sure, they're girls. Yeah.
It's an all-girl punk band.
That would be a good name for an all-girl Journey cover band, because you know that song, "Loving, touching, and squeezing."
I was thinking, "Don't stop, Beaver Squeezins." You know, you're gonna do Journey.
That could be a good song for Mad Libs. I just can't sing like that, dude, at all. It'll be really bad.
He's hard to sing.
Yes, a small town girl. It's not. It's too high. Nobody can sing like that.
Yeah, I agree. That one would be really hard. But you did really good doing Rick Astley this week, though. I was impressed that you were able to take on like a quality of his voice that takes practice.
Yeah. Well, I learned that from the guy that counts to 1,000 doing Morgan Freeman. He says just listen to a voice, get a microphone, and just keep doing it until your voice naturally can just kind of mirror some of the unique qualities. What was the chorus again though? We had. Let me look at. I'll look.
Never gonna change your diaper.
Right.
Never gonna apply hemorrhoid cream.
I kind of want to try it again now. I have it all set up.
We've been singing it all week, like with different, like I've just been hearing it and singing whatever comes to mind all week. Some of the phrases that people gave me, some of which my brain just fills in, but we've been singing it like all week.
Yeah, and if you guys missed Mad Libs, you missed a really good one this week. It was a really good one, and we had the audience change the words to "Never Gonna Give You Up," Rick Astley, which. So what was the part that was like, we've known each other for 613 years. Your heart's been social distancing, but you're too shy to say it. You're too shy to say it.
Yeah, that one. There you go.
You're too shy to say it.
Yeah.
Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game, and we're gonna play it. I'm gonna play. Yeah, I was gonna just like bring up the stream, but just to show like a highlight. But why don't I just do it again?
You could.
I could, right? I could just do it again.
You can do whatever you want. It's your stream.
Because I didn't really get a good. I didn't really get a good take. I feel like I could have done better. Let's see if I can do this again. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, we're no strangers to prison. Does the song come on naturally, though? Nope. Where is this song? Did I delete the song though? Tell me I didn't delete it. No, here it is. All right, let's do it one more time. Let's see what happens here. Never gonna give you up. All right. We're no strangers to prison. You know the rules, and so does Tom from my space. A moist casino meets what I'm thinking of. You wanna get this from any other guy? I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna change your diapers. Never gonna apply more cream. Never gonna turn the frogs gay and just handle you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie but snip you. We've known each other for 613 years. Your heart's been social distancing, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too gassy to see. And never gonna change your diaper. Never gonna apply hair more cream. Never gonna turn the frogs gay and just handle you. Never gonna make you vomit. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie but sniff you. Gonna apply more cream. Never gonna turn the frogs gay and just handle you. Never gonna make you vomit. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie but sniff you. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give. We've known each other for 613 years. Your heart's been social distancing, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. You're gonna know the game and gonna play it. Hell, if you ask me how I'm feeling, gotta make you understand. Never gonna change your diaper, never gonna apply ham or cream, never gonna just handle you, never gonna make you vomit, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie but sniff you, never gonna change your diaper, never gonna apply ham or cream, never gonna turn the frogs gay and just handle you, never gonna make you vomit, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie but sniff you. Yeah, you guys were on point this week. Really good words. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. That was totally worth doing. I didn't get to finish it. Right? I didn't do it perfect, of course.
It was pretty good though. It was still good. It was good.
Never gonna change your diaper. Never gonna apply ham or cream. Never gonna turn the frogs gay and just handle you.
I really like that specific line. I love that they gave us those words because they just went really well. The frogs gay and the jazz handled.
No, it's a really good. It flows really nicely. You did a good job putting them together there. So I just want to say, give it up for Emily, everybody.
Thank you.
So those for all y'all that miss Mondays. Oh, those are going to be once a month, right? Every once a month. We're going to be doing Mondays. We're going to do the Mad Libs, and we're going to do something new, special a week from this Monday.
Yes.
So we don't know what it is. Some sort of trivia
it's a
or
surprise.
bingo. It's going to be a surprise, but it's going to be just as fun and interactive with the chat games of some sort. So, and that
also,
is 5 o'clock
Lowry
Mondays.
just said the
Eastern.
casino meet, and I really specifically liked that phrase this week too that we got, because I didn't ever think about or like specifically ponder casino meat. I've thought of so many other kind of meats, but I've never really thought about what is casino meat. So I really like that we got to use that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I like it too. And what does Rethink say? What the fuck is casino meat? When you crack the jackpot, you can afford ocean bug Sammys. Bug Sammys.
I think that perhaps they're referring to lobster.
Oh, lobster sandwiches.
Yes.
Ocean bug. Oh, wow.
But my understanding, Rethink Inc., as explained, I believe by Lowry himself, was that casino meat is simply the idea of meat that you could only get at a casino, potentially like in a smorgasbord or a buffet. Maybe a little dry, maybe not.
What about Clams Casino, though? Isn't that something?
Right. We did learn about that in recent history, and that is also considered casino meat then. Yeah.
Right. So maybe
Probably
the word
trends.
casino is something. There's something more to it.
Yeah, any kind of meat at a casino, honestly. Whether or not you hit the jackpot is still casino meat. There's different grades.
Sween's here too. Yeah, no, I know. Can we try Clams Casino one of these nights? I want to see what that's all about. Good to see you, Sween.
Don't it? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just look that up really quick. What is that? Where do you get a clam here?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Clams Casino.
And so these Saturdays, I'm gonna do like something like this once a month as well. But every 2 weeks, I'll be doing a Saturday stream. My next one's gonna be a music one. It might be a songwriting, something to do with music though. I'm trying to lean more into the music stuff because music is more high vibe, and I vowed to make my life high vibes.
Music is also very healing, and I feel like we all can appreciate music. We need it, and we need to have more fun. Music is fun.
Music is fun, but I don't want to just do any old random stuff. I want to I don't know. It'd be fun to just do stuff musical and interactive. I did do that one songwriting stream, which was cool, but it was kind of difficult. It ran into some issues that I didn't expect. And in order to really do it, you'd have to kind of like finish the song that stream. Otherwise, it's not really worth doing. And realistically, it could either take like an hour or like a day. You have no idea how these things go. So it's just that's probably why people don't do that stream.
It's hard. I think you're one of the few people who can even do it at all. So I imagine most people couldn't.
I know, but it's a lot of work.
Right.
Mad Libs is though way easier when you guys are doing all the heavy lifting and coming up with the words. Yeah.
They give us really good words. Very unique, zesty, fresh.
Yeah.
Unlike casino meat.
I just think of casino meat as just it has to be like not very good. It has to be like a $2 steak.
That's what I think of. Like a well done steak, like that.
Very well done.
No one wants it. Like it's kind of like dry, and it's been kind of dry for a while, so you have to add a lot of sauce. But it's free, so you just put a lot of A1 on it or something, maybe. Yeah,
and it's like smoked meat, but it's smoked because it's been in a smoky casino for like a month.
Right, it's cigarette smoke, not hickory smoke. Yeah. Right. And those lights that are on that keep it hot, just really just dried out. That's what I think of. Like dried out, so they add a lot of gravy and whatnot.
Yeah. All like the old hags that just sit there at the machines, they're just smoking, and then they put the meat right there, like, oh, we smoked the meat. They're like, we smoke it for like 3 weeks while we sit. That's how they smoke the casino meat.
Authentic Vegas style. Because I've had a lot of other smoked, like Nashville type barbecue, but Vegas smoked meats.
And if you want a hint of mint, you just put it in the menthol section. All the menthol smokers.
It's so gross.
I know.
It's just like
it's
an
really
unnatural shade of like yellow.
Well, we're just learning how things get done. This is how vanilla is extracted from beavers. This is how lightning is coming from bugs. And this is how you smoke meat in casinos. We're really figuring it out.
I'm learning so much today. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, Laurie, why don't you call in for a little bit and see so we can hear any updates on what's been going on with you?
Yeah. I can't imagine, I was talking to Crumb about it, thinking about, we packed everything in our 2 vehicles coming here. I can't imagine, what you're dealing with. Are you guys okay?
Are you guys okay?
I would be it's so violating too, just to have everything taken. You've been in our thoughts, and I'm watching for some stuff for you guys. And
yeah, no, I know we are.
Get you some plants. I'm starting all sorts of plants right now.
We need to. I just want to know where you guys are at on getting your feet back on, man. Because I can't imagine what you're going through. I can't even think about it. I can't even. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff. But if something happened to the stuff that I do have, I would. I don't know what I would do. So,
especially when it's I know they mentioned childhood stuff and all that. Do we have their link, by the way, or that we could put they have
the GoFundMe?
Yeah, there's a GoFundMe if anybody feels called to help, or if you want to share it or anything, because
Laurie, can you put that in the chat?
Their whole life
for somebody. Yeah.
And you can't replace all your childhood memories and all that. That part's just that's the part that would really be hard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that would be tough.
By the way, I found out Clams Casino is clams and breadcrumbs, bacon, and green bell pepper. And you bake it in the clam shell, and it's these little clams. I'll make it. Oh, there it is. He just put it in the chat.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are you at now? Have we reached your goal? Have we reached your goal? Let me take a look. All right. So you got 43% of it. That's pretty good. Almost 5K. That's nice. Doesn't make up for it, but we're get there, man. That's pretty. That's nice.
At least
man.
to try to get you guys back on your feet and stuff. And
it's nice, man. See, these are positive things this community just do. It's nice. It's nice.
yeah.
No, I'm glad that worked out. That's working somewhat for you guys. Can't wait to see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since nobody wants to call in on my call show, I'm probably just gonna end it. I'm gonna end it. I got stuff. I gotta get out to the Reich and meet up with Dean and Stavely. So I'm gonna end it here.
All right.
But thanks guys for watching. We're just having some fun. My new thing, like I started off this stream talking about atomic habits. And so my new goal is not to make any goals, just to be consistent. No matter what that is. I'm going to do things easy and every day. So my goal, I'm going to be consistent. So every other Monday will be a stream and every other Saturday will be a stream, but at least it's one stream a week. So no Monday this one, but I mean, yes. Wait, what am I saying? I don't know. Wait, I did Monday and I did Saturday this week. So that means I'm going to have a Wednesday stream, no Monday. Okay. Anyway, so every other Wednesday is going to be a stream, every other Monday and every other Saturday, but it equals out to at least one stream a week. And that's my plan. I don't know how many times I've streamed and said my plans and didn't even do it, but this one's different, guys. So anyways, what is, I'm never going to turn the frogs gay, never.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs